This morning I'm tackling the Viking Coastal Trail, a brilliant 32-mile circular route around the Isle of Thanet in Kent. It offers stunning coastal views and a journey through history, named for the area's rich Anglo-Saxon and Viking past. I'm starting here at the Viking ship, a replica longship at Pegwell Bay in Cliff's End in Ramsgate. This landmark sailed from Denmark in 1949 to mark 1,500 years since the legendary landing of the Anglo-Saxon chieftains Heist and Horster in AD 449. This event was key to Britain's Anglo-Saxon settlement, a period linking later Viking influences. Setting off from the Hugin, I'll be following the wake of those ancient seafarers. Let's go. So I'm going clockwise around the Viking Coastal Trail. So from the Viking ship at Cliff's End, we head down towards Pegwell Bay. So I'm just going past Pegwell Bay now, down into the nature reserve. Pegwell Bay is an extremely important place for wildlife. It's magnificent. We've got all sorts there. It's beautiful this time of the morning. You may notice I'm actually doing this route at 4:30 in the morning. I want to get it done before there's too many cars on the road, because I'm doing it on my electric skateboard. Am I going to have enough battery to do the 32-mile route on one charge? We shall see if I make it all the way. So yeah, it's a lovely early morning. The sun will be up very soon. So I'm just heading out of the nature reserve now, and I'll be heading away from the coast and inland. Of course, Thanet used to be an island, so I'm going to be following the old shoreline. But now I'm heading out of the reserve through into Sevenscore and Minster to follow what would have been the coastline. So a chunk of this journey coming up is going to be on the road. And all the way around, the coastal trail is very well signposted as well. Okay, so I'm just at Sevenscore now. The sun is just coming up, and this part of the journey through into Minster is on the road. So we're just going past Minster Abbey. It's a place occupied by Benedictine nuns. Beautiful. And then we've got Minster Church just glowing in the sunlight as the sun just comes up. And Minster is where I was born and raised. So now we're coming out of Minster and heading into Monkton. Just going past Monkton Primary School. And just here we come out of Monkton to cross a busy road. Now this road where I am, where Monkton finishes, look at that beautiful sunrise. This road where I am is actually closed because when I was younger, I was on a bus, my school bus, on the way home from school. We actually had a crash here, and then after that they closed the road. I'm just at St Nicholas at Wade at the moment. It's beautiful. Look at that sun coming up. Now St Nicholas at Wade is called St Nicholas at Wade because they used to wade across to get from the Isle of Thanet to the mainland. There you go. Right, so we follow the coastal trail, and as I mentioned, there's lots of these signs all the way along to keep you on track with the coastal trail. It's glorious this morning. Woo! Here we go, going past St Nicholas Church. There we go, and I'm just coming up to a bridge over the Thanet Way now. at this. And I'm heading out of St Nicholas at Wade over towards Reculver now. So that section going through the villages of Minster, Monkton, St Nicholas is all very flat because of course it's all an old coastline, an old shoreline, so it's a lovely easy flat journey through there. And now I'm headed into Reculver. So this bit's like a bit of a narrow gravel track alongside the Thanet Way. And now we come off the farm track effectively, what it felt like, that runs alongside the Thanet Way, and we head in back onto the roads now, away from the Thanet Way, round to the Reculver Towers. God, it's absolutely beautiful along here. So some kind of rather narrow sort of country lanes through here. So it's nice to do this early in the morning when there's no cars about. It's been a breeze. Here we go. These just coming up at the Reculver Towers. I'm going to tell you a bit about them. I'm just taking a little break now at Reculver. These are the Reculver Towers. These were originally built as a Roman fort, then they became an Anglo-Saxon monastery. It's a beautiful part of the trail. It's well worth stopping off here for a bit. You've got cafes and toilets and stuff. You've even got a pub. And then after being a Saxon monastery, it became like a parish church. They were a significant sort of marker, sort of landmark, a navigation aid, as you were, back in the day. And look at this, what I'll show you around here. You can really see how much they've suffered from coastal erosion. Look, the sea is just there, next to these towers. You know, when these towers were built, whoop, this land would have gone right out. They're a beauty. And well worth stopping off for a little break. Such a wonderful structure. Yeah, so you can walk right round it. Let's go right round and then we'll get back on the coastal trail. I'm nearly halfway round now. Whew. Whew. There you go. So, the Reculver Towers. And I'm just under halfway round the Viking Coastal Trail. Ain't it beautiful? Let's get going. Back on the skateboard. Right, with the towers behind me now, I'm heading off towards Birchington on this sea defence wall. This coastal defence goes right the way through into Birchington. And from now on, I'm right next to the sea as I go clockwise round the Thanet coast. I'm going to be heading into Birchington, through to Westgate, Margate, Broadstairs, back into Ramsgate and then back to where I started. It's been well worth getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do this coastal trail. I wanted to do it because it's more beautiful, but I also wanted sort of less people about, and I certainly got that. Woohoo! And I'm amazed that my electric skateboard is still going. Woo! So much fun. Peace. Right, so I'm just at Minnis Bay now. We've got more cafes and bars here. That's a lovely little jaunt along that wall. It really is. That old defence wall. So yeah, Minnis Bay, lovely and open. Not many trees. Not many trees in this section. I always notice that here. Right, so it all gets very seaside-y from here on. Beach huts, sunbathing and sandcastles. Let's go. So just come down off the road onto the promenade. And what you'll notice when you're doing this part of the route is the dun-dun, 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 dun-dun from all the expansion joints in the concrete promenade. And then, you know, now we've got the chalk cliffs. You know, chalk is something really special, formed 80 odd million years ago on the seabed in the Cretaceous period. It's a really unique part of Thanet, our chalk line. We've got such a long stretch of coastal chalk cliffs and unique chalk reef as well down on the beach. And a lot of it is patched up with promenade to reduce erosion. So something worth pointing out on this coastal trail, when you get along the promenade like this, beautiful, eh? This is shared space. So you'll be sharing this path with like walkers, dog walkers, joggers, you know, groups of families walking along, not looking behind them, and obviously cyclists. So you kind of have to, you know, share it, keep out of each other's way, be courteous, use your bell. It's a shared space, and it's pretty cool along here. Like, you won't see hardly anyone. But as you get into sort of Margate, Broadstairs and Ramsgate, it gets really busy sometimes. Of course, not this morning. No, not this morning, but later on. So we've just gone past St Mildred's Bay, and this is a nice little part of the journey here. This area is like a big grassland here with, it's kind of not in a great way at the moment, but it's like a Buzz for the Coast Bumblebee project, and it was kind of a conservation area set aside for wildflowers. It's pretty cool, worth checking out. We've got a notice board there. Yeah, a little bit like of a mini nature park. But a plant called Alexanders are taking over. It's not looking too great right now. But here you start getting a glimpse of Margate. So we are approaching Margate. So yeah, we're in Margate now. Look at this. Classic thing about Margate is where everyone goes. Bit depressing just now going past Margate Beach. It's absolutely caked in litter. It's just shocked me. I've had a really nice morning this morning doing this coastal trail. And the disrespect of people leaving all their litter on Margate Beach. I'm not going to put the footage in this film, it's just a depressing touch. But let's try and get back to the positive journey of Margate. But Margate is a very busy place, it's where all the tourists come. We've got the Turner Gallery as well, and we've got the Harbour Arm with the lighthouse. You know that? You know the £20 note's got a lighthouse and a Turner Gallery on it? Yep, that lighthouse. That building, the Turner Gallery. So yeah, that's Margate, and nice place to visit. Shame it's been disrespected so much by people, but yeah. So, Drum House, Turner Contemporary Gallery. Lots of people come here for that. And then we've even got a an Anthony Gormley statue thing as well. You know, the rusty guys looking out to sea. You won't see it on this camera, but you just see his head poking out. You see his head poking out the water just there. Man, honestly, I can't believe how much litter is on the beach in Margate. It's crazy. Right, so now we're going to carry on our journey. We are leaving Margate and we're going to go past the Winter Gardens and follow it around into Palm Bay. Yeah, so that's the Winter Gardens. Unfortunately, it's just sitting there doing nothing for now. Right, up the hill to the Lido. We've got the Lido here now. This is old bathing area and entertainment complex, and that's actually an old chimney, that Lido structure. And they would, you know, heat the water for the baths. Of course, that's all sort of abandoned now as well. Man, I've had a really nice journey. I don't want to keep going on about it, but I've had a really nice journey through like Minster, Moncton, out to Reculver. It's been so good, and I've got to Margate and it's just like literally broken my heart, the amount of rubbish. It's everywhere. Whew. So I'm at Forenest Point now, just gone past Botany Bay. This is a lovely little spot. It's full of like wildflowers and all sorts. It's great. Look at it. They let this place go for the wildlife here, which is brilliant. Lots of birds as well. Lovely. So now we're going to be coming up soon to Botany Bay, another very popular beach. So just down there is Botany Bay. So at Northforeland Golf Course here. Oh, this is an old fort. Used to be a lot bigger than that. Corner of Northforeland. We have a couple of hills on this part of the journey. Not a problem for me on the electric skateboard, but I'll tell you what, the battery is going strong. I don't know how much longer I'm going to make it. I'm hoping to make it all the way round, so I'll be careful with the hills on my batteries. So here we come down to Joss Bay now, another popular beach. And at the top we've got Northforeland Lighthouse coming up as well. The sun's right up. To think when I started this journey this morning, the sun wasn't even up yet. It certainly is now. Joss Bay. This part of the journey you go through Northforeland Housing Estate as part of the cycle track, and then you go back up and join the road again. And it just gets a bit narrow past the lighthouse, so they try and send people through here instead. Okay, so it's going past Stone Bay now, just down there, nice long straight part of the coastline, and then we go into Broadstairs town now. Broadstairs is a lovely little town. We just can go in and pass through the front now. That's Bleak House there. Charles Dickens. So yeah, here we are, Viking Bay in Broadstairs. So this gets chocker, absolutely chocker during the day. So it's kind of a bit of the journey that you quite often have to get off your bike if you are riding. There we go, and we're coming out of Broadstairs now. Just had an amazing view of swifts. There must have been about 60 swifts in a really tight group flying up high in the sky. Absolutely amazing. So the older places can have nesting opportunity for swifts. So that was a really cool little view this morning. There you go. Right, so now we're headed out of Broadstairs towards Dumpton Gap. Now we're coming up into King George VI Park at the moment, and then we'll be going into Ramsgate town. This is a nice little park going through here. It's nice and shaded too if you're doing it on a hot day. Nice gentle breeze. So this is Ramsgate now. And through Ramsgate, you've got lovely wide promenades. This old toll booth, there's a few of these dotted about, and the purpose behind those toll booths is that you used to have to pay in Victorian times in order to, you used to have to pay for the privilege of promenading along the top of the promenade and enjoying the nice view, and you had to pay at the toll booth. We call them the rainbow stairs. Ramsgate Harbour now. We've got the largest Wetherspoons in the UK. Lots of pubs and bars. Let's walk around the harbour. With beaches. Ramsgate's my favourite part of Thanet when it comes to like going out, you know. It's Ramsgate's royal harbour as well. It was given a royal credit. There you go. And we are near coming to the end of the journey now. Up this hill, and soon be back at the Viking ship where we started. I'm going to finish off this video just at the edge of Ramsgate. And back in our sights now is Pegwell Bay, where we started. Well, there you go then, I'm coming to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been really fun this morning. My skateboard is incredible. So that's like 32 miles and I've still got a little bit of battery left in my board. It's taken me about 3 hours to do it this morning, you know, so started before sunrise. Absolutely beautiful. So, hope you've enjoyed that video of the Viking Coastal Trail on an electric skateboard. Get wild.